LVM, logical volume manager. Logical volume manager. I got it one dislike on this video. It is. There's a dislike. I don't know why people are disliking. I mix up things. So usually I got a good logical volume manager. So I'm going to images. So guys, you can understand from here also. So different type of pictures are available. So you can find. So what is this? What is this? What is this kind of stuff? You can able to find it from here. Okay. Anyway, I will explain one by one. So this is also like how we can able to do practical. Okay. Pictorial representation kind of stuff. Okay. So to understand it, so you have to listen to my explanation. That's very important. So logical volume manager, guys. In this one, normally if you have a hard disk, what we do, we are creating partitions inside. Creating a partitions inside, right? But here in this one, I can put it in a Word document also. That is also for me it is a very good one. I will try, but it waste of time. Take lot of time to open. Okay, so when you are having a single hard disk, we'll create a partitions, right? So what we are doing with the partitions? So this is my, for example, my drive dev SDA. What I'm doing here, I'm creating partitions. I'm creating partitions. So when I create a partition, what I'm doing, I'm mounting. Why this is much of slow? I'm mounting to the specific folder. So when I put a data in this folder, data stores in the partition, right? So this is single hard disk. We divide into multiple drives and we put a data separately into the drive. So this is like a basic regular simple volumes or we can say partitions. Okay, but what is this logical volume kind of stuff? What is the meaning of volumes? Volume meaning is combination of two or more disks. Volume means in generally combination of two or more disks and create a single large volume. Means logically you are combining multiple hard disks together, okay, and create a single large volume. You can able to create a single large volume. So that is concept is called a volumes. Concept is volumes. Here we call it as a partitions because logically we are dividing single disk into multiple parts. What we are doing logically, we are dividing single disk into multiple parts. But here logically we are combining multiple disks together. Logically we are combining disk together. So that's why this is become. I thought I will use a word, so it will take time. SDB. Okay. So each individual disk, as per Linux, they have a own name. So I'm taking here just for understanding SD. Okay, 3 disk I have taken. In a logical volume management, so same thing like we are combining multiple disks together and create a single large volume. Inside of that single large volume, we'll create a drives. We'll create a drives. So that is the concept of LVM. So what is it? Combine multiple are 2 or more physical disks, okay, and create single large volume group. Okay, in the volume group, create logical volumes as per required. Logical volumes. 2 points are there. Okay, so you take a 2 or more this, we combine, we create a big logical volume. So here it is. Guys, this practical we can do in another way also, but I am telling in one single way only currently. Physical volume. Each individual one, we call it as a physical volume. Each individual disk is nothing but a physical volume. Okay. For example, I have taken, this is 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. So I combined 3 disks together. So I'll take any color for a representation of combination. So each one is a 1 terabyte. I combined all the disks together and create a single large volume group. So the name we call it as a combination volume group. The size of the volume group is 3 terabyte. Size of the volume group is 3 terabyte. Okay, size of the volume group is 3 terabyte. Understand guys up to here? Physical volumes are individual volumes. We combine together and create a single large volume group. Up to here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here it is a anything we can use it. For example, if you want to use like this is a 2 terabyte, this is 1 terabyte, this is something like a 4 terabyte, like that also we can able to use it. So there is a no rule like you must use same volume size. Any volume size you can able to use it, and even it is can be a part of partition also we can able to use it. We can combine these partitions to here also possible. Okay, so this is my volume group. Next, now someone is required, that is 500 GB is required, 500 GB is required, or 1.5 GB is required. Okay, 1.5 GB is required. I will take 500 GB from it. Anyways, we can take no problem. So 500 GB is required because it is 1 terabyte is not here there. So I create a logical volume in this volume group. In the volume group, I created a logical volume. So for example, this is the 500 GB logical volume I've created. So size is 500 GB. Okay, then what to do? When you create a volume, means when you create a partition, what you will do? You will mount it to, we'll create a file system inside and we'll mount it to empty folder. Same thing. Someone is asking 1 terabyte in it, like, or maybe 1.5 terabyte, or like that. You can ask like 200 GB. Again, I will take 200 GB from it. Or someone like 1 terabyte is required, or maybe 1.5. I said no, 1.5 or 2. This is 2 terabyte. Okay, this is 2 terabyte, or maybe I will better example is 1.5 is a best example. See, it is 1 terabyte from one disk. Okay, half terabyte from the other disk. For example, this is a 1.5 terabyte. Just for example, understanding only. It is also logical volume, but 1.5 terabytes. So why I'm taking 1.5 terabyte for example? Why? Because when I say less than 1 terabyte, here also you can take it. More than 1 terabyte, then from where you will get it? So like that. See, you can get a small volume, you can get a big volume than a single physical volume because of volume groups. Because of volume groups. Okay, guys, understand this pictorial representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here for a practical, we are adding a 3 hard disk, but I use only 2 hard disks. That will come again. Here it is a terminology also you should understand. Physical volume, group, physical volume group, logical volume. Physical volume is PV, volume group VG, logical volume is LV. So remember these 3 things. Why? Because of all commands are PV, VG, LV based commands only. Okay. So again, here it is. This sentence is very useful, guys. It is combine 2 or more physical disks and it is become single large volume group. So we are, first of all, we require a physical volumes. We take a physical volumes and we'll create we create a volume group. In the volume group, we'll create a logical volumes. That's the practical. So one by one we'll do it. First of all, we have to create a physical volume. Okay. So already I told I will take 3 hard disk extra. Okay, for this practical. So look at here. This is my Linux. I started the Linux and I shut down. We can add a extra hard disk to our virtual machine. So I'm going to edit virtual machine. Okay, in the edit virtual machine, click on add. So I'm going to add a hard disk. You can see hard disk. Next, SCSI I'm adding SCSI, SCSI, new virtual hard disk. So I want to add something around like a 120 or 100. I'm taking 100 GB. Okay, each disk is 100. You can take differently also, no problem. Okay, next disk you can take 200, no problem. So it purely depends upon you how you do practical. Okay. Okay, for last disk I will take 200. Okay. Okay. So don't check this one, guys. Don't check this one. So don't touch that one. It is very dangerous option. Single disk file, 200, 100, 150. Anything you can take it, no problem. Okay. So these are the 3 disks I added. Already this is the given disk, but these 3 are a hard disk. Okay. So here it is. Okay. Start a virtual machine. So it will take time anyway. Okay. So one by one we'll see the command meanwhile. So create a physical volume. So pvcreate command is pvcreate for creating physical volume. So /dev/ sda sdb like that. So other things also we can do it, but pvcreate, pvdisplay. This is to our verification purpose. Display, okay. Display commands. That's it. Okay. PVS and pvdisplay. pvcreate, PVS, pvdisplay. That's it. You want to remove, you can remove pvremove. Okay. So usually we don't remove here, but you want to remove pvremove. You don't want that pvremove. Means you want to remove the thing. Okay. Next, you want to create a volume group. Again, volume group is VG. Volume group is VG, right? So then we'll see vgcreate. So vgcreate. So vg name, for example, no. Slash dev slash sdb, for example, vg. You have to verify which one is B, which one is A kind of stuff. Be careful with that one. Okay. So like a volume group name. But this is for single physical volume. But when you have a multiple physical volumes, when you have a multiple physical volumes, then we have to add those physical volumes, extend. Extend. Again, for display, VGS, vgdisplay. Okay, vgdisplay, vgextend, vgremove. These are the things. Next, create logical volume. Create logical volume. Again, LV. Physical volume, PV. Remember guys, physical volume. First one is individual disk. Physical volume. Volume group. It's a combination of physical volumes. Volume group, VG. Logical volume. Creating a partition. Creating partition in the volume group. Okay. This is lvcreate. -L. plus something. I put a 2 GB or 1 GB, you can your wish. You can take 2 GB is look good always. Hyphen B, LV1, VG1 like this. So this is will verify kind of stuff. I will tell you how to do it. LVS, lvdisplay. Because there is other commands also there like lvextend. Okay, resize to FS kind of stuff. We use it, but I don't show. I don't do all these things. Just I will do only one practical part. Guys, this is a one-time practical. So I'm logging as a root. Totally 3 hard disks are added. So how much I have taken is 100, 100, 200, right? So total volume is, what is my volume group?
400.
Very good, 400. Okay, if I take it like that. But if I take only 2, this is 200. Initially I will take 200. Later I will add this one. Then it become 400. Like that we can take. Initially we'll take only 200. Later we'll extend again. So we'll see that one. Yeah, it is created. So it is open first of all. Always check IP address, guys. This is to check IP address configuration. So this is ENS33. That is my adapter. So this is my IP address. Okay. If you want to do logical volume management, you can also do in a GUI mode also, possibility is there, but you have to search for that option. Disk related information is also, you can do disk management from here also, you can able to do it. So go to utilities, disk. So yesterday we learned how to create a disk kind of stuff like this. See, yesterday created one also there here. Minus, stop, settings. So these are all you can able to see. So free space is there. You want to still create a, you can able to create it. So this is my first disk. So luckily I can able to understand this is the disk 200 GB, 100. So this is SDB. This is SDC, SDD. Okay, luckily names are not changed. So very good. Okay. So IP address is this one. So why we need IP address? Connecting from PuTTY. Yes, every day, every time, not every day. It's like every time you have to use same kind of IP address, same settings. So yeah, you have to do setting again. So instead of that one, so you can use like this CTS 15 128. Okay. So I save with a certain name. So I click on save. Do settings also, because it's a small letters. It's difficult to see. So I put a bold and 22. And colors also I'm changing. Foreground black, bold foreground is background is white. The first two are black, last one is white. Because of on white, black colors is very easy to look and without eye strain. Okay. First login is root admin @ 123. Yes. Okay. This is my root. So here it is fdisk. Okay. why it is showing like this, fdisk space -l, sorry. So you can see fdisk space -l /dev/sda contains partitions. It means we don't require that one, which is already taken. Okay, if you want, you can do that one, but that's a separate way you can do practical. But our same is SDB, SDC, SDD volumes. Okay, like this. So here it is. We find those volumes now. So then we'll put a clear. So lvcreate. So first one is create a physical volume. pvcreate. Okay. /dev/sd b first. Physical volume created. Physical volume created. Guys, got it? So pvcreate /dev/sdc. So I created a physical volume for SDB and SDC. What is next? Verify is it created or not. See, it is physical volumes are created 100 GB, 100 GB, free size like this. VG not showing anything here, but PV names are showing. What are the physical volumes in your piece? PV display. I have put a less, we'll see that one. Pi plus. Why? Because of it displays so many things. Like this. See? Physical volume, SDC, volume size, how much free space, that UUID kind of stuff. And also you can see like this. Okay. So total volume, big list is there. I'm pressing Q, then we can able to quit it. So this is how, what is the use of less and pipe also. Okay. Next. We created a physical volume. What is next? I have a two physical volumes. What is next? What is next? What happened? Display problem or mic problem? Guys able to hear or not? No response is something mic problem. I'm disconnected. Out of 25, so 19 people. Very good. Guys, can you able to see the screen?
Yes,
Mic problem.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then why you people are not speaking anything? Okay. So we done a physical volume. Otherwise, I thought I am disconnected. We created a physical volume. So what is the next one we have to do?
Create volume group.
Create a volume group.
Volume.
VG create volume group create /dev/sdb. Volume group name is VG1. Just we are doing our own practical, so that's names are as per our convenience. VG1. Yeah, this is the thing. So okay, so VG1 first. and which one you want to add. This is the next. Okay, this is the correct one. So vg create, vg is created, successfully created. Go to vgs. So what is vg1? And physical volume is 1, and then it is a 100 GB only. PVS, so it is SDB is added to VG1, but SDC not added to VG1. Okay, I'm going to add SDC also. vgextend VG1 slash dev slash SDC. Yeah, it is successfully added. So this is a small mistake, guys. You can change a little bit here. So VG1 and remove this one. Okay, yes, so only once in a 2 months, 3 months we do right, so that's why we forget. Okay, so this is vgextend. Again, VGS. So it is 2 physical volumes in the single VG1, and my VG1 size is increased. Earlier it is 100, now it is 200. Now it is 200. And PVS. So it is both are in a same volume group. Finally, vgdisplay. So I put a ls less. Why? Because I don't want everything on my screen. Okay. So vg1 having 2 physical volumes. Total size is 200 GB. Okay. Also allocated size and a free size. Okay. You can able to see from here. So this is we created up to volume group. We created up to volume group. So what is the next one we have to create? Again, created volume group. What is the next one? Logical volume. Logical volume. LVcreate. LVcreate. Hyphen capital L for specify how much volume you want to create. For example, I want to create a 2 GB. Okay. Hyphen N VG1 LV1. So again, here I have a small doubt in it. So then we'll see. We'll try to. Very good. VG1 is last. Yes, correct. Okay. Always name of the logical volume and volume group. Name of the logical volume and volume group. Yeah, correct only I have written, but I executed wrongly. Yeah, I have written correct only. Okay. Now, what is the next, guys? We created a volume. Then what to do? Whenever you create a volume, then what to do with it? Of course, you have to verify that is also there. LVS. So there is a 2 GB volume is created in VG1, and there is a LV1. Next, lvdisplay 5 less. This is the path of this volume slash dev slash. So the LV path will be display like this. This is very important. So slash dev slash VG1 LV1. Okay, that's the path by we'll get it from here. Okay, so compulsory get this path like a slash dev slash SDA slash dev slash SDB like this for this volume, logical volume like this. Next, PVS. You can look at 2 GB taken from my SDB only in this volume group. VGS volume group having a two physical volumes and one LV is created, and the total size of VG volume group and free space is this one. Okay, so you can go to PV display kind of stuff also. You can go to no, not PV display. I'm going to VG display. You can see this is a VG1 total size of the volume group and allocated is 2 GB. Free space is this much. Okay, so this is we have to check it. Yeah, I asked one question you didn't tell. When you create a volume, when you create a partition, what you do? You created a partition, what you do in it? So after creating logical volume, what to do? Format mkfs.ext 4. Okay, so once formatted, then create a directory. No one is okay. So I put a some lv data one. I'm creating a lv data one directory and I'm mounting it. Okay, so I'm mounting this one to that one. So that's, we'll see the name of this one also will be changes, or you can use by default also. So yeah, mkfs.ext4 as dev slash eg1 slash lv1. Okay, so it is volume is created. Now mkdir slash logical volume data lv data 1 mount slash dev slash vg1 slash lv1 lv data 1 mounted. Verify, is it mounted? Yes, it is. Now you want to create a data in it. So guys, when you are mounted logical volumes, it is also shows like this mapper, like this. Okay, it is also shows the volume name is like a mapper kind of stuff, but like a hierarchical type. Create a files. Create a file. So then look at, so just like it is another volume only, you can put a data inside. Guys, understand up to here or not?
Understand, sir.
Very say don't put a kind of stuff. Very good. The first thing is what I've done. So first one fdisk L. So then you can verify what volumes are created. Okay. So then I'm removing other data from it for a save the space. Guys, remember one sector size is 512 bytes. One sector size is 512 bytes. Everything we have to do with the root command only. Okay. Next one is vgcreate. Okay. Yeah, it's an error. Removed. BGS, PVS. So simple, but only thing is you have to if you understand mine and you no need to do any other things. Just you can go through any textbook. Also no problem. But any again, if you go to some video kind of stuff, you may get confused. So lvcreate. So what is this? lvcreate, logical volume management. Guys, this is also we can say it is also one part of storage virtualization. There is no separate virtualization kind of stuff, guys. Of course, virtual hard disk comes under virtualization part, but this is also storage management, one of the part of storage lesson. That's why I took a time and I'm trying to explain this one. Mainly. Yeah, correct only, correct. So I created a files, that's it. Of course, I created a 2 GB logical volume. I created a 2 GB logical volume, right? 2 GB logical volume I created. If I want to increase the 2 GB logical volume, so then I can increase also. So here it is. We can increase volume group and can increase logical volume size also. Okay. So how to increase logical volume? So we'll see again. Guys, we have a fdisk -L. So this is a SDD. See it is. This one also came here. See 200 to 2 GB volume we created, right? So that volume also showing here. as a disk. So look at here, SDD is not a physical volume. So then you have to create that one as a physical volume. pvcreate /dev/ SDD. Okay. Now next one is I want to extend my VG extend VG1 /dev/ SDD extended. Now go to PVS. See what are there? Three volumes. Three physical volumes are there in the same volume group. Of course, VGS size is become 400. Why 400? 100, 100, 200 earlier. Now plus 200. It is become 400. So this is how we can increase size of the volume group. Of course, you can go to pvdisplay. Use less, guys. Why? Because of a big data on your screen. So 100 GB first one, second one is 100 GB, third one is 200 GB. Next, vgdisplay. Okay, so vgdisplay VG1, the size is 400 GB. Out of 400, 2 GB is allocated. 398 GB free. Okay, 398 GB free. What is this? Permission denied. Okay, whatever it is there, right? Now you want to increase the LV size also. We can able to increase it by using a lvextend command. You want to go with the options, the lvextend. What are there? Quit yes command pro version. Okay. Resize fs or L size. I will try. I usually don't do this thing. Hyphen L. Earlier I took in a 2 GB, right? So I want to increase that one to 3 GB. Okay. So 3 GB on a LV1. Right, is more help. Logical volume path. So /dev/ VG1 LV1. It is saying it is extended, resized. VG, no, LV, yes. It has become 5 GB. Okay, I added a 3 GB instead of increasing it. So look at here like this. Do it. But it is showing not found kind of stuff. What happening? I don't understand. vgdisplay. I don't get it. pvcreate. No. When you highlight something and never put a right click on the screen, or don't put a control C kind of stuff. Yeah, control C is okay, but just don't go to right click and paste kind of stuff. Don't do it. When you highlight, it is already copied. Okay. Yeah, here it is. First of all, you have to create a physical volume. Create physical volume. So what I've done, SDD. Next, vgextend. So vg name and /dev/sdd, and of course vgs pvs and pvdisplay. Important one is vgdisplay. So find out all the kind of stuff. Okay, next, how to increase already created logical volume. So my lv1 size is 2 GB. Okay, so then I put a lvcreate -l capital represents size, but I put a 3G, means I'm adding 3. Okay, like that, but you have to give volume location. Okay, so this is your logical volume. So guys, last again I'm explaining logical volume manager. Logical volume manager is nothing but combining physical volumes together and create a huge volume group. So in the volume group, we can create a multiple logical volumes as per the requirement. We can able to create it. Okay. Next. So depends upon your requirement, you can increase your volume group sizes, and logical volume size also we can increase this. So combination of two or more physical disk and create a single large volume. In the single large volume group, we can able to create logical volumes. That is a logical volume manager. So physical volume is pvcreate, physical volume pv, volume group vg, logical volume lv. Okay, so commands are very simple: pvcreate, pvcreate, vgcreate, vgextend, lvcreate. So the only 4 commands. Okay, remaining are display commands only. Okay, remaining are display commands only. So pvcreate is like this: pvcreate and give the volume name. pvdisplay, pvdisplay, pvs. You want remove, that is a different part. Okay, so vgcreate and volume group name and which physical volume you want to add it. vgextend, so this is the only, this volume group is created with only one disk. Now if you want to add multiple things, you can start using vgextend kind of stuff, vgs and vgdisplay. So once you have created a volume group, you can create a logical volumes. So logical volumes are simple: lvcreate -l, size of the volume you want to create it. Next, name of the logical volume, and where you want to create volume group, which volume group you have to create, like that you want to create. So next, lvdisplay. Find out the path of lv. Path is important for a next step. Whenever you created a logical volume, you must, it is a simple volume, right? It is a partition. You have to format the partition with a ext4. So like I formatted it. Then I create a empty directory. I mount with the empty directory, and also I done whether it is mounted or not. And I created a files also inside. Okay, so this is practically how I done. Also it is there. So these are the with outputs. Okay, you can follow these things. Okay, also verify based on the output if you are want to look at there. Okay, and also we can able to increase the volume group size by adding a more physical volumes to it, and also you can increase the size of the logical volume which already created. Is anybody having any questions here? I'm creating another logical volume. 1 GB -n lv2 vg1. It is created. mkfs.ext4 /dev/ vg1 lv2. Okay, so it is formatted. It is formatted. Next, create a directory mkdir /lv data to mount dev /vg1 lv1 sorry lv2 /lv data 2. So check it. You have space -h. It is mounted. Okay. Of course, if you want to mount by default, when you start your computer, automatically this should be mounted. What to do? How these two things are mounted automatically? Due to FS tab. FS tab. These two volumes are mounted automatically when I start my PC because of I'm mentioned in a FS tab. Same thing, you can mention these things in a FS tab, but those are also mounted automatically. Just you have to give this name or a BLK ID. Every volume as a block ID. See, this is the block ID of this one, so you can specify block ID into FS tab and give the other information. You can do it. Okay, in a volume groups. In a logical volumes, you can make the logical volume for a swap partitions also. There is a lot of advantage of keep your system in the logical volume manner, not instead of a standard format. But just our practice only, I changed into normal practice kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm feeling very bored because no one is speaking. Yes, no kind of stuff. Usually people speak. No interaction, it will take very late. You know that one? Okay, that's it for a logical volume management, guys. So take a break, 10 minutes break, and we will be back. Let's stop recording.